on the president of the WBC. And once again, a round of applause for our two veterans. We thank all those men and women fighting overseas, protecting our country, allowing us to enjoy great fight weeks like what we have on Saturday night. Happy holidays to everyone joining us around the world on our social media pages. Thank you to the media for coming out during this time. We have a big night of action coming your way on Saturday from the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas, all brought to you by Bomb Squad Promotions, TGB Promotions, and Mayweather Promotions. Locally, tickets are still available. They are going quickly. You can get them here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena box office or at AXS.com. Our main event, a rematch of their epic March 2018 showdown featuring the Bronze Bomber, the longest reigning heavyweight champion in boxing. He'll put his title on the line against the hard-hitting Cuban sensation, Luis King Kong Ortiz. Ortiz looking to make history by becoming the first Cuban to become the heavyweight champion of the world. The co-main event is an excellent matchup at 130 pounds. It features Leo Santa Cruz, who is a 3-division world champion trying to join an elite group of Mexican fighters to become a 4-division world champion. He will collide against Miguel Flores in our co-main event of the evening. Then, before that, we have a sensational matchup at 122 pounds. It features Brandon Figueroa of Weslaco, Texas, putting his title on the line for the very first time against the former world champion, Julio CEJA. To begin the night of pay-per-view, we have an excellent matchup between two sensational bantamweights. With Luis Neri, the hard-hitting Mexican slugger, he will take on the Puerto Rican technician, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Before that, we'll go live on FS2 at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific time. And we have a rematch featuring Leduan Barthelemy, a Cuban standout. He will put his skills to the test against Eduardo Ramirez. They fought in September of 2017. That fight ended in a draw here in Las Vegas. Both men are looking to put on a definitive performance. Also in separate bouts, we have Omar Juarez out of Bronzeville, Texas. He's 5-0, 3 knockouts, just 20 years of age. He's undefeated also. Speaking of youth, Vito Melnicki Jr., just 2-0, 2 wins coming by way of knockout. He will have a separate matchup as well. Melnicki Jr. from Roseland, New Jersey. And ladies and gentlemen, open up as we take a look at the prospects that we have on tap. I mentioned Omar Juarez. He's 5-0, 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Just 20 years of age, made his national television debut. If you haven't seen this highlight reel knockout, go on YouTube and seek it out. Omar Juarez wiped out Gino De La Paz on FS1 back on August 24th. He's rising, he has the skill, he's certainly a fan favorite down in the Rio Grande Valley area in Texas. Please welcome Omar Juarez.
Hello everyone, I want to thank my managers so much for this opportunity, Luis de Cubas and Bob Santos. I want to thank Al Heyman. And coming Saturday night, I'm physically and mentally in the best shape of my life. I'm looking to take that W. I'm a crowd pleaser. I'm looking to give the fans a show. And I'm ready, 100% ready. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Thank you very much to Omar Juarez. He will be in preliminary action on FS2, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific time. Do not miss it. And we talked about youth when it comes to this outstanding card. Well, this young man had to get a pass from his teachers. He hasn't even finished high school. He's a senior. He's doing schoolwork in his hotel room once he's done working out and handling media obligations. I've happened to know and the fortunate privilege to know his father, Vito Melnicki Sr., who's been involved in boxing for quite some time, and I'll tell you that they both have a tremendous father-son relationship. But when Melnicki Jr. fights anywhere near New Jersey or on television, the fans out on the East Coast, they lose their minds. and when you hear him speak, you understand why when you watch him fight, it certainly resonates. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 2-0, both of its wins coming by way of knockout from Rosalie, New Jersey. Here is Vito Malnicki Jr.
What's going on, everyone? First and foremost, I want to thank Al Heyman and Lou DeCuba for giving me this opportunity on this big of a stage. And that's the reason why I came to Premier Boxing Champions, is this big of a platform. And I'm in the best shape of my life, had a great camp. I'm ready to put on a show on Saturday. I've dreamt of fighting in Vegas my whole life, ever since I was a kid, fighting on a stage like this at the MGM Grand under Deontay Wilder on pay-per-view. And I'm just going to absorb the experience and put on a show for everyone on Saturday. So thank you.
Thank you very much to Vito Malnicki Jr. Looking forward to seeing his matchup coming up on Saturday at the MGM Grand live on FS2 Prelims, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific time. Now headlining the preliminary portion, a 10-round featherweight rematch. You know, the focus is obviously the rematch with Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz for the heavyweight championship of the world. But we also have a featherweight rematch. These two gentlemen stepped inside the ring against one another here in Las Vegas over 2 years ago in September of 2017. It was an excellent matchup between both men. Styles make fights, and they both put on an exciting matchup. This man has a record 22 wins, 2 losses, 3 draws, 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Former title challenger who fought Lee Selby for the World Championship back in 2017. He's won 2 of his last 3 fights by knockout. And as we mentioned, the rematch between him and Ledwan Barthelemy. He comes to us from the rich boxing area of Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico, home to former world champion Jorge Arce. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Eduardo Ramirez.
Buenos días a todo el público acá de Las Vegas. En lo particular me siento muy contento de estar en una gran sede y demostrar de lo que estoy hecho en una revancha tan esperada con mi rival Barthelemy. Espero que el público sea el ganador acá en esta pelea, y vengo con muchas ansias de una victoria y regresar a la senda de la victoria en este deporte tan difícil como es el boxeo.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here, ready to have a weighted rematch against Barthelemy. I'm ready to give a good show and to stay on the side of the winning side. So I'm ready, and I'm going to show everyone what I train for.
Eduardo Ramirez, ladies and gentlemen, we have the brother Andrade translating for us as well. Let's meet Ramirez's opponent, who is 15-0, 1 draw, 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Originally from Guantanamo, Cuba, now fighting out of right here in Las Vegas. Boxing is in the blood of the Barthelemy family. You have Francis, the former world champion. You have Jan, who fought, I believe, won a gold medal. This is a fighting family, and they come from that tremendous amateur boxing background down in Cuba. Very talented and looking to put forth a dynamic performance on Saturday night in his rematch. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undefeated Ledwan Barthelemy.
Buenas tardes a todos. Primeramente quiero darle gracias a Dios, a Jaime y a mi manager Luis de Cuba Jr. por ponerme en este excelente cartelero. Y nada, me he preparado súper que bien para esta pelea, vengo muy emocionado. Le doy gracias a Eduardo Ramírez por aceptar la revancha. Y nada, ready para el sábado, para dar lo mejor de mí y llevarme la victoria a casa. Gracias por estar aquí.
I want to thank my opponent for accepting the rematch, and I'm here to win, and I'm going to take the win.
Thank you very much to Ledwan Barthelemy. Now, Manuel Rodriguez is not here, but we look forward to seeing him on fight night. Let's meet you know, the bantamweight division will kick off the pay-per-view portion at 9 Eastern, 6 local time, Pacific time. The bantamweight division, in my opinion, is one of the fastest rising divisions in boxing today. You have a lot of talented young champions that are making their way and really shaking up the world with brilliant knockouts and sensational performances. This young man has been doing that here in 2019. He started off his year back in March at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, in front of nearly 50,000 fans when he wiped out Joel Arroyo. He followed it up with a brilliant performance against former world champion Juan Carlos Payano. And now he will step inside the ring a third time here on pay-per-view, and he will put his skills to the test against Emmanuel Rodriguez. He is no stranger to going on the road. Actually went to Japan in 2017 and knocked out Shinsuke Yamanaka to become the WBC Bantamweight Champion of the world. He's hard-hitting, he is tons of action, very fast, quick, and now training under the guidance of Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach. So that is a combination for victory. Can he remain undefeated? We'll find out on Saturday night. Please welcome the hard-hitting from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, Luis Banderita NERY.
Buenos días a todos, gracias por estar aquí, a todos los medios.
Good day, everyone.
Me siento muy contento de estar nuevamente peleando una función tan importante, tan grande como es la de Wilder contra Ortiz. Tengo una gran preparación con Freddie Roach, mi nuevo entrenador. Hicimos un gran trabajo. Manny es un gran rival, es fuerte, lo he visto pelear, pero creo que tenemos toda la preparación y la inteligencia y la fuerza para salir con la mano en alto en esta pelea. Y pues el único sea el que gane con esta función. Gracias.
I made a great preparation for this fight. I know I have a hard opponent in front of me, but my intelligence and my ring IQ, I think I can come victorious Saturday night. I prepared very well with my trainer, Freddie Roach. We put a good game plan, and I'm going to win.
Gracias, thank you very much to Luis NERY. Hey, look, when he fights, he is the perfect guy to start the pay-per-view because you want to make sure to be in attendance as you're watching the combinations being thrown by Luis NERY. Now let's talk about our world title matchup at 122 pounds as rising star Brandon Figueroa will put his WBA Super Bantamweight crown on the line against former champion Julio CEJA. You know, it's interesting because I've had the opportunity to get to know Julio CEJA for over 4 years. I remember when he fought Hugo Ruiz at Staples Center, and for as long as it lasted, which wasn't very long, they put on a sensational show. They followed it up in February of 2016, and they again put on a fantastic performance. He's a former world champion who captured the world title in 2015, as we pointed out. And he was involved in a heck of a matchup back in June at the nearby Mandalay Bay live on Fox. He was actually winning on all 3 scorecards against Guillermo Rigondeaux. And Rigondeaux is one of the best amateur boxers of all time, decorated world champion. And Julio CEJA was leading on the scorecards prior to him getting caught and the stoppage. So he is certainly a formidable opponent, a world-class fighter, 32 victories, 4 defeats, 28 wins coming by way of knockout. Desde Tlalnepantla, Mexico, training in Las Vegas for this matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Julio Pollito CEJA.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenos días a todos. Gracias por estar presente. A la prensa, gracias por estar aquí en la conferencia.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being present here, to the press and everyone here.
Voy a empezar con los agradecimientos. Quiero agradecer a mi esquina, a Memo Heredia, que hicimos un gran trabajo, a Ismael, que igual hicimos un excelente trabajo, a Carlitos, a Juan, que fue una parte fundamental en la preparación, y de ahí me voy con mi esposa, que siempre me ha apoyado, con mi hijo, que es mi pilar para estar aquí, para seguir adelante. Y bueno, también quiero dar un agradecimiento en especial a la Ciudad de México, la jefa de gobierno, Claudia Sheinbaum, que me apoyó hasta el cansancio, junto con Paola Félix Díaz.
Well, I want to start off giving thanks to all my team, everyone involved, Memo Meredia, my team, and of course, my wife. And I want to thank everyone that has been behind me, that they support me 100%, always behind me, the people where I come from in Mexico.
Y bueno, principalmente a la empresa Mayweather Promotion por brindarme la oportunidad de pelear nuevamente en esta cartelera, y pues mejor que nadie que a Promociones del Pueblo, a Osvaldo Quicle, que pues me brindó la mano para esta preparación, y que bueno, me puso nuevamente en una cartelera tan grande como esta.
And of course I want to thank Mayweather Promotions, Promociones del Pueblo, Mexico, my team, and everyone that has been involved for this to happen.
Y bueno, les recalco que este sábado van a ver una gran velada boxística. Vamos a hacer todo lo posible porque mi rival y yo hagamos la mejor pelea de la noche. Vengo en excelentes condiciones. Esta vez me preparé no para pelear, sino para ganar, y estoy listo para llevarme el título para México. Gracias.
I prepared very well for this fight. I didn't just prepare to come and fight. I prepared to win, and that's what's going to happen on Saturday, because we're going to steal the show that night. Thank you.
Thank you very much to the former world champion, Julio Pollito CEJA. Now let's talk about the man to my right. 20-0, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Pretty much since Premier Boxing Champion's inception in March of 2015, I've had the fortunate and the opportunity to get to know Brandon Figueroa, his father, along with their brother Omar Figueroa, former world champion as well. And the one thing about Brandon Figueroa is that nothing has come easy to him. I remember he has fought literally all over the country in, big venues, small venues, but the goal for a prize fighter is to fight here at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. And now Brandon Figueroa makes his pay-per-view debut as a world champion. He represents his area of West Lacote, Texas, the Rio Grande Valley area. We were there back on August 24th when he defeated Javier Chacon, stopped him to become a world champion. What I can tell you about the fan support, the love, this young man is a rock star in the Rio Grande Valley area. They love him. There is a passion for the Figueroa brothers when it comes to boxing, and he's so emblematic of that. And also, he's a heck of a fighter, a vicious body puncher with a high-level boxing IQ. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undefeated world champion, Brandon the Heartbreaker Figueroa.
Hello, good morning everyone. First off, I want to thank God, for making all this possible. All him and PBC, the hospitality of this show is amazing. Of course, my father, who's always there for me, my family, my mother, my sister, who is my nutritionist and strength and conditioning coach, who prepares me 100% for all my fights. That's why I always look in tremendous shape. My older brother, who's guided me, opened the doors for me, mentally, physically, he's helped me a lot. And I don't know, I'm really excited. Saturday night is going to be amazing fight. It's going to be an amazing fight night. Me and Julio CEJA may be, fight of the night. There's going to be a lot of fighters that, are hungry, just like I am. And I don't know, I'm really excited. I'm prepared to go for the full 12 rounds. But I know my skills. I'm confident in my power in both my left and my right hand that, I'm gonna end the night early. Primeramente le quiero dar las gracias a Dios por esta oportunidad. Yo sé que esta oportunidad es muy grande para mí. Primera vez peleando en ese escenario, en MGM Grand aquí en Las Vegas. Ha sido un sueño que se ha vuelto realidad. Le quiero dar gracias a mi papá por siempre estar detrás de mí, mi familia, mi mamá, mi hermana que me apoya 100% en mi strength and conditioning, a prepararme para mis peleas. Mi hermano, que mentalmente me fortalece mucho, me da tips de campeón mundial. Y no sé, nada más estoy excitado para pelear este sábado. Yo sé que yo y Julio Ceja podemos hacer la pelea de la noche. Yo estoy muy preparado para ir todos los 12 rounds, pero yo sé y estoy muy confiado que en mi poder, en mi izquierda y mi derecha, que voy a acabar la noche temprano. Muchas gracias a todos por apoyarme, la prensa y a Heyman y PPV por ser tan lindos conmigo y con mi familia. Muchas gracias.
Brandon, the Heartbreaker Figueroa, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to ask the fighters some questions here as we get to know them more as they prepare for their respective matchups. Don't forget WILDER-ORTIZ this Saturday live on pay-per-view from the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas. We go live on pay-per-view 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific time. Prelim portion starts on FS2 at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific time. You can watch all the undercard matchups on social media starting just after 1 o'clock. We'll start off with Omar Juarez. Omar, 5-0, 3 knockouts. You finished off Gino De La Paz sensationally. How are you going to follow up that performance here on Saturday night?
Well, just like any fight, I come 100% prepared physically and mentally. Right now, I feel that I am in the best shape of my life, physically and mentally, and I'm just going to go and get the job done. I know my opponent, this is my first 6-round fight. I know my opponent's very, very durable, but I'm looking to take that W this Saturday.
Thank you very much to Omar Juarez. Now I'll turn over to my right, to the far end, Vito Melnicki Jr. Vito, I know we've talked about, but for those who haven't heard our conversations, you're 17 years of age. It's one thing to be a prize fighter and to deal with fight week obligations, the media, the workouts, everything that you have to do. You're also dealing with schoolwork since you don't even have your high school diploma. How are you juggling all your responsibilities this week as your focus is obviously on your big fight on Saturday?
Well, I've been fighting my whole life, so I've been dealing with school and boxing, but just balancing going to the gym and the schoolwork, you just have to make time for everything. But right now my focus is on Saturday and I'm ready to put on a show and end the fight within the 4 rounds.
Well, thank you very much, Vito Melnicki Jr. And don't forget, Saturday night's event all brought to you by Bomb Squad Promotions, TGV Promotions, and also Mayweather Promotions, presented by Premier Boxing Champions. The main event on FS2, Ledwan Bartholomew, and the man to my left, Eduardo Ramirez. We probably can translate, but as you look at your fight, Eduardo, how is this fight going to be different? The first fight was a draw. How is this fight going to be different and go more your way against Ledwan Bartholomew?
Pues como lo comentas, yo siento que tiene que ser diferente porque todas las peleas son distintas, pero igual vengo preparado al 100% para salir a tirar golpes desde el primer round.
Well, I prepare consciously. Every fight is different, and I'm 100% confident that I'm going to give a better fight, and it's not going to have the same result. But I'm 100% confident of this because of my training.
Thank you very much to Eduardo Ramirez. Now, Lebrado, we're going to turn over to our right with Ledwan Bartholomew, the sensational Cuban fighter, the younger brother of Rances Bartholomew. Ledwan, for you, how do you feel that you're going to be able to put on a more decisive performance against Eduardo Ramirez compared to that of when it was a draw in September of 2017? An excellent fight, by the way, that you saw on FS1.
Bueno, para esta pelea todo va a ser diferente, lógicamente. Hemos hecho varios cambios en la preparación física, en la táctica, que creo que para esta pelea nos van a servir mucho y estoy casi seguro, convencido de que voy a salir con las manos arriba.
Well, my tactics is going to be a little bit different. I prepared very, very hard for this fight. I did a couple different things, so my tactics can come a little bit better, and I'm very confident I'm gonna win decisively this time.
Thank you very much to Ledwan Bartholomew. Lebrado, you can stay right there with Luis NERY. Luis Neri will open up the pay-per-view telecast 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific time. He will meet against Emmanuel Rodriguez, Neri undefeated. Luis, for you, this has been a very active year. How much do you want to go out and end your year with a bang, much like how you started when you fought Joe Arroyo back in March?
Bueno, sería excelente cerrar el año con un knockout a Manny Rodríguez. Como ya lo dije, trabajamos para eso, con Freddy, nuevas técnicas, subir más las manos, cuidamos más el peso, todo fue a conciencia, entonces sería grandioso cerrar el año con un knockout.
Well, I trained constantly for this fight. I trained very hard with my trainer Freddie Roach, and of course I want to win in a spectacular fashion. I started a good year, and I want to end it with a knockout.
There are a lot of big names and fighters that have been making waves within the bantamweight division. How much do you want to go out on Saturday and prove that you are truly the best at 118 pounds?
Bueno, el objetivo de nosotros es unificar los 4 títulos en la división, barrer la categoría. Hay varios nombres, está Inoue, está Nonito, está TT, hay grandes nombres en esta categoría, entonces pasar la prueba primero que tenemos el sábado, después tenemos el título en pie contra Nordin Ubali. Ganando esta pelea se prepara bien para esa pelea, entrando el año, y pues de ahí lo que viene, los otros nombres grandes. Muchos fans quieren la pelea contra Inoue, creo que será una gran pelea, y pues a prepararnos para el año que viene, grandes peleas.
Well, there's a lot of names in the division. Nito Donaire and other champions. There's 4 champions in this division, and of course, first I have to win in a spectacular fashion this weekend, and then we'll think about the next fights. A lot of fans want me to fight against Nito Donaire. I'm more than happy to take that challenge. But first of all, I'm gonna win in a spectacular way this weekend.
You talked about spectacular fashion, a spectacular finish. The common opponent, or as you look at Emmanuel Rodriguez, he fought Naoya Inoue, got stopped. Do you feel any additional pressure to finish him off quicker than what the champion Inoue did?
No, para nada, no estoy buscando competir con Inoue, si quién lo noqueó primero o quién lo noqueó después. Se va a ver quién es el mejor cuando él y yo peleemos, cuando él y yo estemos arriba del ring, ahí se va a ver quién es el mejor. No estoy buscando superar su límite de knockouts o cuando si él los noquea primero, después no me importa eso. Yo vengo a hacer mi trabajo, si lo noquea en el tercero, en el cuarto, en el quinto, para mí es igual.
Nope, not at all. I'm not competing against no other champion. I have a hard fight in front of me. I'm doing my own thing. I don't feel any pressure to compete against another champion. I know we're all different. I'm gonna win the way I know how to win, and then the rest of the fights will tell. Every fight is different.
Thank you very much to Luis Neri. He matches up against Emmanuel Rodriguez to begin the pay-per-view on Saturday. Now to my left, Julio Sejam, the former world champion, joining us from Mexico. Julio, do you feel like your experience is going to be a significant factor to you claiming Brandon Figueroa's world title on Saturday live on pay-per-view?
Pues yo creo que es un factor muy importante la experiencia y más que nada los rivales que he enfrentado, ¿no? Siempre he enfrentado rivales de calidad y pues eso me da confianza, ¿no? Y aparte pues la preparación que hicimos en el campamento aquí en Las Vegas.
Of course, experience is the most important factor in all these things. And of course, you can't just have experience and then not put it together with preparation. I prepare very well and I have the experience already. And then you mix it together with preparation, of course, we expect nothing but a good fight.
Do you like the possibility that you're going to be fighting a guy in Brandon Figueroa who likes to come forward and throw a lot of punches? You're both of Mexican descent. the MGM Grand Garden Arena is no stranger to having some Mexican slugfest here when it comes to the sport of boxing.
Pues va a ser una pelea explosiva, ¿no? Por algo Figueroa es el campeón del mundo. Yo creo que de este lado pues igual traemos calidad, traemos explosividad.
Deal with him and give him a good fight.
Thank you very much to Julio CEJA. Now to my right, Brandon Figueroa, the champion. Brandon, August 24th is a day that you will always remember. It's the day that you became the world champion in your home area. How special was that moment for you? And talk to us about now coming to Las Vegas, defending your title on pay-per-view.
Fighting basically in my backyard of Edinburgh, Texas, was a beautiful moment for me. I fought in front of my fans, which have been waiting for me to fight there for years and years. And finally the opportunity came, Al Heyman set it up, which I'm really grateful for, PBC. And yeah, I took advantage of that. Javier Chacon came in real cocky. Just as all my fighters think I'm a pretty boy and that I don't know how to fight. But once I hit him with my power, that's when they realized, what I made of. But yeah, it was an amazing night for me, and I will never forget that moment.
Your brother Omad has fought on the biggest stage as them all. What has he told you? He fought here in July. What did he tell you? What did you learn about being around him when he fought here at the MGM Grand? He was the co-main event of Pacquiao Thurman back in July. What did you learn from him, and what has he told you as you are in the midst of fight weekend, just 2 days away from your world title defense?
To take advantage of my youth, of this moment, just to take everything in and just experience this beautiful moment. And just give fans a great show. It's MGM Grand, fighting on pay-per-view for the first time. It's definitely a milestone in my career that I'm never gonna forget. Been dreaming of this moment since I was 7, and just like he did, he jumped to this moment, and now it's my turn to relive it.
Let's look at your opponent, Julio CEJA, former world champion. He likes to come forward and throw a lot of punches. He's very active. I'm sure you're also excited knowing that it's not going to be hard to find this man on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Julio CEJA is going to come forward to fight. It's going to be an amazing fight. I feel like I said, it's going to be a fight of the night. He's going to be coming forward, which is my style. I can also box. I switch lefty, righty. I can switch it up, and I can make any style of my fight. I can adapt to anything. So it's going to be an interesting fight. I really want to see what the outcome is, but I know for a fact it's going to be me with a W. But I just can't wait to give fans a good show.
So, as you mentioned, let's talk about the outcome of the fight. In a perfect world, in Brandon Figueroa's mind, how does it end?
I feel like it's going to be a stoppage. My volume of punches, my power. He fought against everyone that was throwing 13 punches around. I throw over 100 punches around. I'm just going to be really active in the ring. I'm really confident in my conditioning. I'm ready to go the full 12 rounds, throwing 100 punches. If it means to be. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I feel like it's going to be a stoppage. I feel like the volume of punches, my body shots, and my power is going to be enough to stop Julio CEJA.
Yeah, one more question. You mentioned, in my opinion, Brandon Figueroa is one of the most lethal body punchers in boxing today. Where does that come from? Because you systematically, we've seen it time and time again on television, where you break down your opponents by ripping them into the body, you get proper leverage and take the wind out of their lungs.
Yeah, my father taught me that technique. Also, my older brother, he taught me how to perfect it from his point of view. It's a lethal shot, it's a lethal body shot to the liver. Anyone that gets that shot, is going to go down, or it's going to hurt you really bad. It's going to take away your stamina, your wind, your legs. It's one of the most powerful punches in boxing right now. So yeah, I'm really grateful for my dad teaching me that body shot.
Well, Brandon, thank you so much. Thank you to all the fighters for joining us just 2 days away from their matchups. We go live on pay-per-view 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific time. Prelims on FS2, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific time. You can watch the entire card starting just after 1 o'clock on the BBC social media pages. We will now have the fighters have their ceremonial stare-downs and face-off.
Is special. Absolute dynamite. Oh my